Hello everyone, I'm your HomeGoods insider here at HomeGoods San Clemente, and we're opening Sunday, March 25th. So excited to walk you guys through the store, show you the beautiful outdoor furniture. You're going to see some gifting, some florals, and just showing all of the amazing, beautiful departments that we have to offer you. Get excited! This is Daily Gourmet. It's actually one of our, not newer departments, but we built it up. So beforehand, we definitely tapped into like oils and kind of the natural things and essentials that you have. But Daily Gourmet, we turn into a real shop. So you have things like wellness, you have some gifting, so if you guys want to come in, we have wellness. So things for like just your daily health, tons of chia seeds and vitamins and all that good stuff for you. For gut health, so we do that as well as just like things like this for our gifting. So especially for the kids who want to start to get a head start on Easter, we have things for you guys to actually make really beautiful Easter baskets. And then coming over here, there's some like really nice expensive oils that you'd find in stores, probably at a higher price that you have here, that are amazing. So this Daily Gourmet, we really built it up. We're really proud of it. Keep walking through. We actually have some fun, healthy snack alternatives. So we know everyone loves to snack, but at least we get to offer you guys something that has a variety of things, so you don't feel as guilty when you're snacking. So it's great.
It's really organized right now. Is it always going to stay this way?
Oh yeah, so our store, we make it a point to make sure that the presentation of the store, so that you guys feel inspired to come in here. So we make sure we try to keep it as clean and as organized as possible. One, so you can visually see all of the beautiful merch we have to offer. Come along this. So yeah, Daily Gourmet. And so we also throw in just some like other items for your home, which are fun and exciting. So for if you have like a grill and things like that, so getting you ready a little bit for spring and summer. And so walking around to dining. You guys have been in a HomeGoods before, right?
Definitely.
Great. So you know that we really try to dial up the specialness of our products. So even though this is melamine, making sure that it feels and looks expensive. So we have acrylic, of course, but melamine is really big for us, just because it's you can't break it, but it looks fabulous. And so that's the point of what we're trying to do for spring. So our outdoor season, you're going to see tons of melamine.
So you guys have new spring?
Yeah, so this is definitely this is the springtime, so we've gotten ready for that. So you see the fun pops of color that probably around January we were more in like nice natural kind of clean tones, and so you're now seeing bright fun pops of color, patterns like pineapple. So all of those trendy, really fun assets that come in for outdoor here. And as you can see, our front presentation is dedicated to it. So we're making a big statement for the outdoor and spring season. As well as if we come around this way, which actually I haven't seen as much in most of our hotter weather stores, so California included. We have a little bit more of this happening, but we've definitely dialed it up, which is great. And then what's like, our values are just amazing. So all of these like outdoor planters, and it's just fun ways, and luckily we get to tie in different styles. So you'll see here we kind of have this kind of Eastern theme, but then popping in here, so if someone's more fun, you have the nice like trendy flamingos, things like that. So I think we just make sure that our buyers are constantly making sure that when we have outdoor, it's not just one style. We can talk to her in different ways, and we can appeal to different people, you know? So just, and the quality you just can't beat. The quality and the value of this you just can't beat. Fun kind of outdoor like shades, just amazing. So I think we stand for it in a big way, and when we decide to stand for a season, we do it in such a way that we want to make sure we have an impact. Come this way, tons of garden flora. So a lot of people have said to us like, yeah, these aren't the real thing, but they look very close to it, and they last so long. So we make sure that even though we don't have real florals right now and they're faux, making sure that they're elevated so that you feel proud to have these in your house. So it's just really exciting. Lavender is big right now, which is great. But then just tons of different styles. So as you can see, we're not even halfway through the store, and it's just everything you need for your outdoor furniture. I've seen these in different places. Just beautiful, like beautiful, well-tailored, like the design, the style. So we make sure to really push the fashion. So not necessarily just having like, this is a beautiful planter with like some mixed textures, but then we make sure to dial in the fashion too. So you have it all over the place. Just constantly making sure we're speaking to everybody and having something for everyone's personal style. And then you have the fun outdoor garden garden accessories, the fun frogs and things like that, and then really just dialing in some of the faux greenery, just making sure that we can build up your outdoor space this year. We make sure that the rest of our department still feels strong, so tons of furniture, tons of rugs. We've really dialed up this department over the past couple of years. Beforehand, we definitely had stationery and cards and things like that, but over the years, we've definitely grown it to the point where we have everything, like things for your gifting needs. So beautiful, like even beautiful tissue paper. So as you're getting ready for Easter and things like that, and actually just in the gifting season, birthdays start popping up, we just are really excited about how this department turned out, especially like Easter bags, fun things like that. And such great values. This is a nice pack. And just such great values where you can literally make somebody's Easter very special, make your kids' Easter extremely special. But then just, I'm obsessed with wrapping paper, and I feel like our store does wrapping paper so well, and especially around the gifting time frame where you're just looking to pull beautiful things. I feel proud to pull anything and just decorate, and this actually gets me inspired to decorate more because you have something like the presentation is everything, and we understand that. And so sometimes just like making sure that we're touching into these really cool tones, glitters, things like that. Really exciting stuff. And then we also have some extra, this is kind of a newer department too, where we're doing like party and gifting, and then just trying to push that element in that category a little. Take all the shots. Store changes the floor 16 times per year, so when you're coming in here, it's literally a treasure hunt. So something that you've seen 3 weeks ago, the store may look completely different after 3 weeks, which is amazing. And we do that on purpose because we want to be able to give her something new and fresh every single time. You're seeing a fresh selection of goods every time you come into HomeGoods. So we make sure that during the seasons, yeah, you may see some of the wall art from January, but the wall art from January is not going to be the wall art that you see in March. And that's important to us, because you don't want to come in the store and see the same thing. So we want to make sure that that staleness never happens. That fresh selection of goods, merch, and styles, it's always flowing through. So this is actually what we're doing for wall art for spring. And then our buyers are so amazing because they make sure that, like, especially we're in a beach town, so they look at there and they say, okay, so there's probably a little bit more coastal that's happening. So let's make sure we have a nice, beautiful, like modern, fresh take on coastal. Because we're in California, we're in the beach town. So they look at, our buyers look at every single store to make sure that they're actually catering to that market, to that audience, which is just phenomenal. And so our pet shop's never been new. We've always had stuff in pet, but there's certain departments that we've dialed up so much over the past couple of years. Pet shop, daily gourmet, the kids town. And so before, where we were kind of in kids pet beds and things like that, now we have these beautiful accessories. These dog bowls and
they're so cute.
Textures, they're so cute, but it's also like quality. And the fact that you have these in these wooden tones and mixed metals and things like that for a dog bowl is just amazing. I see another selection over here. Right? They're elevated. It's just, and that's what we try to do. So we give you a nice mix of elevated, so it feels like these styles are like for bigger dogs. For bigger dogs. But it's amazing because we make sure, like, it is the mixed metals and like the mixed materials. So you have the wood with the metals, and we do that on purpose so that not only is this just a department, because you can get pet beds from anywhere, right? But pushing the fashion and pushing the style, right? Yes. You feel proud to have this in your home. You're pushing pet fashion and pet style, so that you feel like comfortable to infuse this into your home, especially with all the rest of your beautiful furniture. That's so nice, right? This is a beautiful bed. This is beautiful. Like this feels like something like a human being should sleep into. Right. So we're just so proud of the way our buyers have been handling it, and even just simple things like pet toys. We find areas to make sure that pet toys feel fun and fresh and something that you'd want to buy for your pet even if you didn't need to. So you probably walk through here and maybe, yeah, you are looking for pet accessories, but then you see these fun pet toys at such amazing values that why not? Like, this is fun. And just making sure that they're pushing the fun. So, like, I think that's the constant theme. Like, our buyers are always looking to do it better and to see what else is out there and to push trends and fashion, and so we've been doing it really well. And so like these, and you see tons of these everywhere, and you can see them in plain plastic, but the fact that we're making sure to add in some fashion and some style and some fun, it's just awesome. I love walking through this store. We work here, but to walk through the store and to see all of the amazing goods that they have and how they treat it, and you can tell it's individually selected and people are really putting thought behind like what we're buying. It's with our lighting, especially so in California, depending on what the buyers notice. So say they notice that in California there's tons of people that love blue, so we're going to probably flow in a little bit more blue lamps than you'd see in some place in New York, flow in a little bit more coastal elements. So these textures right here, so we'll have coastal because it's spring, but definitely given the region or the market, the buyers know that over here they love coastal. So we're gonna dial in a lot more coastal than you'll see in some places in the East Coast.
I like that they color coordinate,
right?
And they organize the shows.
And I think, and it's just a testament to our presentation team. So presentation is key for us, and we realize that. Presentation helps you get inspired to see things in your home. So it's not just about putting amazing goods together. It's about setting it up in a way so that if you want to feel inspired to decorate your home or to replace something or to refresh, that you feel inspired when you see it. And so walking through here, and that's why we keep the light bulbs on. And so you can unplug these lamps, which is great, but we keep them on because to feel illuminated and to see how this would look in your house is important to us. We make sure that we're not using too much energy, and that you can unplug and go and keep the light bulbs with it. So we use energy efficient light bulbs, all of those things, but really to kind of set a tone and give an ambiance. And so it's important. So literally it goes all the way down the back.
Wow. And
we have those vintage fans, like just really trying to push the limits of what people are expecting. So styles for everyone. You have
it's easier to picture in your home when the lights are on.
And so you have crystals, you have acrylics, you have metallics, just like, and we make sure to compile them together. So if this is your style,
it's easier to find.
It's easier to find. And just beautiful touches. And so these are new. These are coming in for spring. These colors and these tones, very different than what you would have seen in January. And that's important because we're making sure that we're staying current with the season. That if people are changing out their homes seasonally, they can, but if they don't want to, you at least have something quality that can live there. So just beautiful pieces like that. And then of course our bedding, which we're really proud of, and we have the window treatments back there, which are great. And we have some accent rugs and things like that. So we have our large rugs, which we're really proud of the rug presentation. Then we also kind of just layer in these accent rugs and finding another way to just make sure you feel inspired when you see it. Beautiful textures and tones, and these change out seasonally too. So the store in general gets a seasonal push every single time. Let's go to the front. 3 weeks ago and you saw this pillow, 3 weeks from now you're probably going to see a different pillow with different textures that are closer to the summer tone and summer range. But then making sure you have your classics, like your classic whites and things like that. So making sure we're doing a mix of staples, but then also seasonally appropriate merchandise. And then you have your basics, so making sure that we're just sticking close to what you need while also pushing fashion. And then you see our Easter run, which is exciting because we know that people love to get ready for Easter, and so just a beautiful display.
I love your seasonal selection.
Right? It's just beautiful. It's just a way to really inspire her, and we have 2 rows of it, so literally something for everybody. I just think as a store and as a brand, we do that so well to try to really give you something for everybody, whether you're glam and you have these really fun feminine textures with workspace, which is another department that started off really small. We saw a need and they built up the workspace department so well to the point where originally it was just in our storage department. And over the years we saw that the more we filtered in things for your workspace, people were loving it. And so we dialed that up and made sure that it felt strong and that we can really present it. Bath is an ongoing category that people love. We give her all of her bath essentials and needs. And so we just make sure that that stays fresh. But Kids Town has built into something great. And so what's awesome is a lot of the stuff that you'll see in terms of like the furniture styles and kids, the buyers are actually taking inspiration from what you're seeing in the rest of the store. So when you see those fun, really like beautiful pieces of kids furniture, we're doing that on purpose so that it feels elevated. So it's a little bit more of an elevated kids feel while mixing in some of the traditional. So you have your fun kids toys, but we also add in those special wooden toys so that you just have something that feels classic. So we always try to find a nice mix of it so that your kids' room feels elegant but fun if you want it to. Making sure that we have things that are gender neutral, but also popping in the colors that parents love and that kids love. And so this is beautiful. Just this bin, this wooden bin, this like rich blue or royalish blue bin for toys. This is amazing. And it's something that you feel proud to put in your kids' room, but then also making sure that we're merchandising it so that you can see how it can come to life in the room. Just fun, like nice, hardy wooden kids' toys. So you could see this somewhere else, but this is just amazing. Like, I would buy this now. I have no children, but I would buy this now. I love it. I love it. And these are usually the products that kind of go really fast, but we make sure we keep flowing them in.
I only see one on the floor.
Yeah, and then there was a pink one around.
A pink one.
A pale pink one around here.
And I saw another color.
Exactly.
Oh,
but even this like this beautiful chest.
Will they be able to check to see if they have the same but at a different location?
So sometimes, yeah. So the thrill of the treasure hunt is that we try to make sure that you can go to each store. So you may see these two in store, but they may be different colors. So making sure that is happening, and we do really pay attention to what's kind of flying off the shelves, so that we can try to push that in as much as possible. And so the buyers work really hard to kind of stay on top of like, okay, so that one's selling, the gray one's selling in California, we're going to push more gray. But then maybe in the next store, even if it's miles down the road, we're noticing that blue is the one that's pushing, so we'll push a different color just to make sure that we're staying on top of that.
Can they get it in if they find it? Like, oh, there's another one. We can get it into this location. Do you?
Possibly. So you always have to check around, but I think that's why we kind of push the treasure hunt aspect, because maybe you may find that in a different color, you may find that in the same exact color, so it's just a matter of like shopping the stores. And we do that strategically because we want you to get the experience of shopping HomeGoods in your area, and that's why we're trying to open more stores near you so you can have that experience. And then of course kids wall art, we try to make it fun, but then this is also something that is seasonally driven, so we do pop in different colors depending on the season while keeping things classic. This is so cute. Dial into something really beautiful and such a nice blend of beautiful and fun, and your kids get excited, the parents plop it anywhere and kind of just set it up, like, doesn't really help to push that. So making sure that we're inspiring you constantly. Have these fun tones and pops of color, so we're really proud of this department, and that's why we give it about an entire section of the store for the first half, because you have not only just these beautiful tones and these textures, but then we make sure that it's not only just seasonally appropriate, but that we have what you need all year round. So it's outdoor patio furniture, and making sure that the styles feel great, that the tones feel rich, that the quality is there. So these are quality pillows that are just our values. I get so flabbergasted by our values constantly, mainly because you see it and you're like, wow, you couldn't find this at just the best. This is just a good rate. Like, this is a good place to like get all of your outdoor stuff, mainly because of the quality of it. I think we do such a great job at fashion, and then quality is amazing. So even when you touch it, like sometimes I can walk through the department, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to look at, it's nice to touch, and then it's just at such amazing value. So spring is kind of make sure that this area feels like something, especially with a deck pillow, where a simple deck pillow can change your entire room. So these are always fun to swap out, and we realize that most people, to change out their living room style, sometimes just buy a deck pillow. Sometimes you buy a piece of furniture, sometimes you buy a new rug. But we know that sometimes just to kind of add a nice different touch to your room, you swap out your pillows. And so we make sure we push that fashion and those styles there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the little mini tour and sneak peek of the store. Please make sure you come back this Sunday, March 25th, for our grand opening at 8 a.m. So we're in San Clemente, HomeGoods. Come back. You saw everything that was amazing. You have to try it for yourself.